Hi. I haven't made a video in so long. Okay. Welcome to Unfamiliar. It's a little Roblox game I found in the suggested games. Very fun, very fun. And I want to make a video about it because I love the game. I really do. So, yeah, that's kind of it. All right, let's go. Let me just first equip some stuff so I can have a slightly better experience. Yes, I played the game in the past. Yes, I love this game. Alright. Alright. So, let's cut to the chase. This is a early access game that is paid. It costs 40 Robux. And whoa, it is dark. I must have spawned during the blackout event. Oh, damn it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where am I? Oh, yeah, this is where the shelf is, isn't it? Wait, no. What? Is this a door? Aha, that is the door. So the shelf is back here. Oh, yeah. Just barely. There we go. Okay. Whew. Okay. Alright. So, aside from me, I haven't seen this one in this event. So, basically, Unfamiliar is an open world psychological horror experience. Whew. I'm just reading the description of the game, by the way, just so. Ooh. Probably a long running server. So, it's kind of an open world type of game. Not really in the sense of it being in a enclosed space, but it's still fairly. There's a lot to explore. The main point of the game is you basically just collecting items to try to progress, and screenshotting entities and killing them. You also do that, but mainly it's just to explore. It's a pretty fun game. Oh, all right. So I already have like a little cheat sheet since I have the level 2 from the shop. But that's only because I've been playing for so long. So let me actually try to find the square key. Because I have the trapezoid key already, but I need the square key. I am not sure how long these lights out last for, because I know they last for a while. But yeah. I very much enjoy this game, and I do think you should check it out. It is 40 Robux, and it is fairly buggy, but it is very early access. But I do think you should give it a chance, and you should also leave feedback, because feedback is the only way games get better, instead of mindlessly just saying the game sucks and then disliking it. That is not how game developers learn or improve their game. Learn to improve their game. Just saying. But yeah, this is the hospital area. It is really dark. You see the arms of people who drank milk. I'm crying. So many arms. Oh, the flashlight still has collision. I gotta tell Apple about that. Let's see. Walkie-talkies. I'll probably drop the sledge and pick up a walkie-talkie, honestly. So right now, we're just trying to look for a level 3 key card and a square key. Two very important items. Now, I'm not 100% sure how item spawns work. All I know is that they spawn every... I'm pretty sure it was changed to 5 minutes or less. Only because of how, like, infrequent they were before. I'm pretty sure it was, like, almost every 18 minutes. If I remember correctly. What card is that? Level 1. Oh my god. It's kind of weird, though, that the lights haven't come back on. They're usually not out for this long. Oh, never mind. That's just a corridor. Okay. Level 1. Another walkie-talkie. I like how this game implements the chat system, it being actually like a walkie-talkie. I do think, however, you should probably spawn with a walkie-talkie. Just to avoid, like, you know, not being able to find one for a while, which is what happens, especially right after you die and you're just trying to fumble around looking for a walkie-talkie. It is kind of just a pain. $500. There we go. Ever so closer. Ooh, Malk. That's one of the many anomalies or entities. I don't know what they're actually called. What are they called? They are called... Huh. It doesn't mention them in the description. That's weird. They're called something. I know they have a name. Oh, this key doesn't look right. Yeah, basically a whole lot of exploring, looking for items. Pretty fun. At times it could be a little bit tedious, especially when you're going back and forth looking for items. And you just find absolutely nothing but the exact same stuff. But eventually you'll get lucky, you'll find something, and that'll lead you to explore more areas. Because there is a lot of stuff I haven't explored. Especially like the level 4 gates. Because I know there's stuff behind them. I just haven't seen past them. Level 4 keycard is very rare to get, and if I get it during this, I would actually be shocked. That'd be actually kind of cool if I do get it. Oh yeah, I gotta wait for that to close. Like this hallway should be a little bit bigger. Just to account for those doors, because those doors are a pain. Sorry if you can hear me drinking. I don't know if that picks up through my mic. I don't have a decent mic. There we go, everything's popping back up. But with the L2, we can go into the... None of these rooms, unfortunately. But we can now enter this room. Where the labs are. Very good spot, especially if you spawn with the L2 like I did. You could basically... Especially if you spawn down here, you could instantly go into here and just get a ton of loot. Looks like I got unlucky, so there's nothing. But I'm going to do the age-old method where I pick up all the items so I can refresh the item spawns. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but I've just been doing it and it's been working, so... Another thing that you can tell I'm not playing with mouse lock. I'm actually choosing to hold right mouse button just because it's easier to pick up items and also just sort through my inventory even though I could just even though I could press 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just think it's easier, or at least in my opinion, it's better to manually click. It just feels a lot nicer. But I know some people have joined and asked, like, how do I disable that? I do understand how it could be a pain, but personally, I just don't see it. Makes picking up things, especially in, like, smaller spaces, a lot easier. I'm really not sure if this is how the system works. But, I mean, since there's no outright telling me how the system works, I'm just going to assume this is how the system works. Now, I'm going to leave here because I reset a lot of the spawns. And we're going to go explore something else. Hopefully I don't get crushed by the ball. I haven't heard it spawn, but I'm just terrified. Because I got an L3 earlier today when I was just playing around. And then I got crushed by it. So if you ever hear like a loud noise, Not the fish tank, because I'm pretty sure that was supposed to stop already, but I think it's bugged. But, like, you can tell it. Early access, stuff breaks. It's a little annoying, but you gotta just deal with it. The game will improve with time. A little person. The game will improve with time. It's just, you know, you gotta be easy on developers. Especially a solo developer, which Apple is a solo developer. He has made something absolutely insane. I genuinely love this game. I found it maybe 2 weeks ago, and I've been playing it every now and then. I've been telling friends about it, showing them. Just because it's something I personally enjoy, since I love exploration games and horror games. Is it a horror game? Not really. But it has, like, the horror elements that make a horror game. Or, it's more of like a liminal space game. That's the reason why I played, mainly, because I thought it was a liminal space game. I didn't read the description. I know. I'm the problem. But, so far, it's been treating me well. Very enjoyable game. But yeah. Basically, see? Level 2 right there. Basically, it's just a whole lot of trying to get new stuff. Ah, the concrete dinosaur. I love this thing. It's so adorable. Oop. I don't think that's supposed to happen. 2 Roomba books spawn inside of each other. And yes, this is finally open. Every server that I've joined, this was closed. I'm pretty sure there's an event where this blows up and then the gates close. I haven't been able to see it. I've only heard about it. That's the fun part. There's so many little and also big events that you'll never really get to see all of them unless you wait. Oh, I dropped the other. It's fine. I mean, at least I didn't drop the key. I thought I dropped the key for a second. Oh, wait. I take the water, and I'll go put it in the thing. Where is it? Nope. Oh, no, don't. Oh. 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 Anyway. I thought you could put it back. I don't want the lights to go at me not having a flashlight, so I'm picking up. Oh, the concrete dinosaur! Hey, hey, buddy. Is he? No, he's not broken. Oh, he's so adorable. I'm gonna run past you, bud. Alright. That's one of the many entities that you could find. So far I've seen dummy. Why is my screen so white? It's just the flashlight and there's no like passive lighting. So far I've seen Roomba, dummy, concrete dinosaur, the ball, Malk, and what else? I feel like that's it. But I know there's a lot more than that. I just haven't seen all of them. Oh, the water finally stopped. It does stop! Oh, awesome. Okay. It just takes a while. I don't know how long I've been recording, because I am too lazy to check. But yeah, the more you find, like this trapezoid key, you would normally need to find on the ground, but since I saved up a lot of money, I can just buy from the shop. It allows access to way more areas. Oh. Hi. Hi. You want out? Come on. I have a key. Come on. Come on. I'm so scared. This feels like an entity. Come on. Let's go. I think someone left this poor little baby stuck in here. Just trying to explore. Come on, let's go. You're free. Oh my god. Who locked it in there? I feel so bad. It was just there in the dark. Oh my god. The lights going on and off, I haven't seen that very often, so I'm actually surprised it's been happening so much. So, hotel's where we came from, then there's the hospital, there's like I don't know. I saw people call this like the pool rooms area, just because it's like the entrance to it, but... And then there's the subway. I actually really like the subway. Very well made. And... Wait. Where's the train? Is it here? No! There's a train that works, and it's really cool. Here's a little tip. It's going to be fixed anyway, because developer said. But basically, if you walk to the side or back, or just any key that isn't W, including like your arrow keys, your stamina regens. I just thought I'd let you know in case you do want to explore, because it makes exploring the game so much easier. And I have like a pros and cons, but I do want to say right now that the stamina not regenerating passively is a little bit annoying. You know, you actually having to stand still, it does limit exploration a tiny bit, but I do understand since the map isn't that big yet, but when the map does get bigger, which is, I'm pretty sure, the plan, I hope, because I wouldn't want the map to stay this small, because it's kind of just going from one area to the next, to the next, to the next, and then once you're done with that, it's just looping back to the first area. But I do think going forward, the area should be interconnected. So, like, you can go down to the hospital, but there's also a way for you to go to the... There actually is a way for you to go to the subway, but there should also be a way for you to go to the other area, past the pool rooms area. Whatever it's... Because it's not finished yet, but whatever that turns out to be, I hope that the hospital also connects to it. Because the hospital does go pretty far down. At least I think it does, because of the spiral, but I could be wrong. But yeah, the pros of the game. Basically, I love the level design. It's a random event. It's really good. Every area is extremely distinct from each other while also remaining kind of similar, so it doesn't just seem incoherent. Like the hospital is the newest area, and it really shows. This place is so detailed. I will say though, the noises from the hospital are very loud, and you can hear them from basically everywhere else in the entire game. I feel like the range of audio should definitely be decreased a little bit, because it is quite annoying hearing the equipment in the hospital all the way in, like, let's say, where the clothing store is. Can be a bit of a pain. Oh, look! They refreshed right in front of me. That is so funny. I have never seen that. I've been playing for so long and I've never seen that. 2 cameras? Holy. Oh, the ball! The ball! I get to show you another one of the entities. Please let me take a photo of it. The camera's a little buggy right now, but I would really like to take a photo of the ball. Yes! Rolling ball! That's so cool. Wait. Let me read about it, because I've been trying to get that logbook for so long. So here's the concrete dinosaur. Waddles along. Then we have Malk. It's just a pickable, an equipable item that rips off your arm for some reason because it's evil. And then the rolling ball, run! Basically, if you get in the front of it, it flattens you instantly. It's really funny and I love it. That guy's scaring me. I thought he was an entity. All the items really are just... Aha! Is it because I'm refreshing them? I don't know. But I feel like it is, because I've had instances where I haven't touched an item in a spot, and it just never regens, even if I'm in the game for an hour. So, is that a square key? It is a trapezoid key. Wow, so many trapezoid keys. What the hell? But yeah, aside from the hospital, all the rest of the areas are really well made. Especially like the hotel, the hospital. And I would also say the clothing store a bit, over there, even though it's not finished, and you could tell it's not, because there's really not a lot over there, it's still really good. Another thing that I really enjoy about the game is the random events and the entities. Because there are so many, I haven't seen all of them. I mean, look at the log. I've only discovered like 4 of them. And it keeps going and going and going. There's truly a lot to explore with this game. I would honestly compare it to something like, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Delusional Office is pretty niche now. But there's a game called Delusional Office. It's kind of like Doors and Pressure, but there's a lot more randomness. Random rooms, random events that happen, weather, a bunch of stuff. And basically, there's a ton of stuff that you will probably never see because it's just rare. That's how I think the entities are. I'm not sure how they spawn. I know how the items spawn, and it's just percentages and stuff. But another thing, this is in the con section, but it's just a bug, and I understand that it will be fixed eventually. But, and this is just a warning for when you play. The camera does make the sensitivity go a little crazy once you equip it, but it's kind of manageable if you don't, like, fling your camera around, like, if you're not going, oh. Like, if you're just going slow, yes, sometimes you'll feel it, but other times you won't. So just beware. If you equip the camera, you will mess up your sensitivity, but it will go away on death. I know that. But yeah, there's so many things that I haven't seen, but I've heard about. Especially in, like, the level 4 area. I've heard there's an obelisk, and I really want to see that, because I love obelisks. And honestly, the gameplay. The gameplay, it's nothing remarkable, especially now since the game is, I think, fairly not finished. But it's pretty decent. You taking pictures of entities, or, you know, discovering them and then also destroying them. Although destroying them is a bit janky, I have noticed that. I have tried to destroy the concrete dinosaur, and that did not work out very well. It just didn't die. Same with the ball. Maybe I wasn't doing it right, or swinging at the right spot, but it just wouldn't die. Excuse me. Now, the part that I was dreading. The cons, which aren't negative, by the way. It's just critiques. And it's okay to have critiques sometimes. Because game developers will never improve if you don't critique their work. If you just blindly tell them that it's all okay. Oh, ow. If you blindly tell developers that everything they're making is amazing, they'll never improve. They'll just keep making that subpar stuff, assuming that it's amazing because you told them it is. So if you have critiques, always let people know. It's not harsh to tell people sometimes that they need to work on their stuff. My first critique is the gameplays. I know it's really early on, and I can't expect a finished product, but it's really repetitive sometimes. Very, very repetitive. Like right now, I'm just walking around, changing out items, picking it up, dropping it, just for the item spawns to refresh. I do think the devs should look into a system that spawns items, like respawns them, because I don't think that's in the game. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. I've had many cases where I seen the opposite, actually, where nothing happens if I don't pick up an item and drop it. But another thing is, I think the devs should try to make it so stuff like 4 walkie-talkies here spawning doesn't happen. So it leaves more options, more opportunities for other types of items to spawn. So instead of you getting like 4 level 1 keycards here, you could possibly get another level 2 because it spawned. But I'm not a game developer. I don't know any of the code. I am a game developer, but I don't know anything about coding. So I can't just be like, oh, add that crazy thing and hope it works and hope it doesn't break over and over. But just little ideas to throw. No, I don't want to let this guy get stuck. Come here. Because if he gets stuck, I'm going to feel bad. Oh. Nope, you need a key, buddy. You don't have a key. Come on. All right. But yeah, I feel like there isn't really much to do right now, and that's just how it is. Excuse me. Oh, do I have a flashlight already? Ah, there you go. And that's okay, because eventually down the road, I imagine the game being really well made, having tons of gameplay. But right now, you'll be walking around for maybe 20, 30 minutes feeling like you haven't really accomplished anything and not really finding anything new, just because the item spawns and how they work. But that's okay. It's down the road, 100% the game will improve. I know it will, and I have faith. Because, again, this is a really decent game for the state it's in. And for only 40 Robux, you yourself get to try it out. And also help the developer improve the game. The good thing about paid games are you only have to pay once, and then you could just wait till the game gets better. Another thing is, even though I love the random events, I love the entities, I love seeing them. Like when I saw the ball, I get really excited every time I see the ball. There's too infrequent to be interesting. The random events are very repetitive. Like sometimes, like the flickering lights where they completely went out. That happened almost within like a couple minutes of each other, and that isn't. I feel like there should be a system that checks if an event happened and make sure it doesn't repeat itself. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. I don't have access to the code. I'm just simply telling you what I've seen so far. There's a ton of events, some of them minor, some of them major, but I feel like the developer should definitely lean into those major ones a little bit more and try to make events a little tiny bit more frequent, because they do happen frequently, but they don't happen frequently enough where you're like, wow, that's crazy. Oh. What? Speak of the devil. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, hello? What? As soon as I'm talking about random events not happening frequently, this happens. I don't know if this is only me either. I'm pretty sure this is happening to everyone. Maybe, maybe not. What is going on? I take back everything. How long does this last? I hope it doesn't last too long, so it doesn't completely interrupt. I mean, it's so trippy that you're just like, what is going on? Okay. Okay. That is so funny. As soon as I'm talking about events not being, like major events not being rare or not being common enough, that happens. That is so funny. There's no way that was not intentional. That is so crazy. That is hilarious. Like that's another event, light flickering. It's not an entity, but I just wanted to see. But I'm sorry, I got completely thrown out of my train of thought. That is so funny that the moment I'm talking about an event not being common, or like major events not being common, that happens. Who knows where a camera is? Try looking near the hospital. I saw one there. But yeah, I do think events like that are completely jarring and take you out of it should happen a little bit more frequently, because like that was amazing. I was speechless and I just had to sit there and watch it. Is the concrete dinosaur still here? I already despawned. Oh. Why do you do that? Why did he dump it? But yeah, and same with the entities. Like, I've seen people complain in the Discord that entities aren't common enough, that there aren't that many, but there are. There's a ton. I think like around 15. I haven't really counted. I've just kind of eyeballed it, but they're really not that frequent. Maybe I've heard that there's some entities in the L4 area. I'm actually not going to go check up there for the item spawn. It takes way too long for it to be like something you could do. Well, there's no way that this is not intentional. Bro. Events I've never seen are just happening now. Oh, is that the Roomba? I think that's the Roomba. It's loud enough where it sounds like it's right above me. Roomba? Yes. Wait for it. We've discovered the Roomba. I don't have a walkie to tell that guy that there's... But yeah, that's another one of the entities. So we've seen Concrete, Ball, and... Concrete, Ball, Malk, and Roomba. And 2 events I've never seen before. That's crazy. Again, you will be surprised every single time you play. The fact that it happened while I'm recording is crazy. Okay, where was I? Talking about entities not spawning common enough. It is fun. I have seen complaints in the Discord. I might be going in circles sometimes. I'm very sorry. I'm a rambler, and I love rambling. Ramblers love rambling. But I do think entities should be a bit more common, but it should make sure that the same entity doesn't spawn like 3 times in a row, so you don't just be like, oh, wow, I've seen you already. It should be a check to spawn in like an X amount of entities before a certain one spawns, so it prevents the game being super repetitive. Or maybe have areas spawn like, let's say randomly the Roomba spawns down here for no reason. Or like the concrete dinosaur spawns in the hallway with the hotelas. That'd be pretty funny. Because it would be unexpected. You've drilled into people that the concrete dinosaur only spawns in that last area, which an area you'll basically never go. And for some reason, it randomly spawns in the hotel area, and you're like, oh, what the hell? That would be funny. Without a doubt. But it's just an idea. Just a thought. All you can really do is give suggestions, and the developer listens, the developer listens. Except for that, it's my last complaint is item spawns. I have some suggestions. Are they good ones? Probably not. But I'll throw them. So, item spawns, as you can tell, me having to run back and forth over and over trying to check them, it kind of sucks. It's a little annoying. I do think the level 3 should be able to be purchased in the shop, and the level 4, although they would have to be significantly more expensive. I feel like that would be a pretty decent trade-off. Them being actually accessible, but more expensive. And my other suggestion was, if you don't add them to the shop, make it so you can have them spawn in a certain place. So let's say there's a guaranteed level 3 spawn in a certain room. But to get to that room, you need the trapezoid key and the square key. So it's significantly harder for you to get it. But you know it's there. So you're not just like, oh man, I wonder if I can ever get one. No, no, no. There's one in that room. You just have to get the requirements to get in there. I think that would be pretty cool. Would make it so at least it doesn't feel as random. Because the randomness isn't the best. I'm not a huge fan of RNG. And having to basically gamble like item spawns, it's not the most fun thing in the world, but it is, you know, it's bearable. Let me just... But yeah. Aside from item spawns, that's kind of my last complaint. They're not even complaints. They're just suggestions, criticism, and I hope, however, which way the developer takes that he, or I'm pretty sure it's he, that he learns and he, you know, improves this game. Because I love this game. I don't care if it never changes. I'm still gonna like this game. Is that Glaze? Yes, yes it is. I very much enjoyed this game, and I will be following its development cycle. Even if everybody else drops it, and even if the developer themselves drop it, which I hope not.
I'm so sorry.
This game was not active before I bought it. A loud noise. But basically, before I played, the game was not very active. I mean, there was like maybe 1 to 2 players on. I would never see full servers, and now I'm seeing them all the time. But I have high hopes for the game. I want it to go somewhere. I don't want it to, like, you know, fall off and die. And I'm definitely not going to dislike it, like the people who join the Discord to complain, say the game sucks, and then dislike the game. That's not how games improve. Especially a game you paid for, you should feel like you have a say in the game's future. At least, maybe even a little. But yeah. I might just continue the recording, me just playing. Because honestly, I kind of just want to listen to music and play. That's how I was digesting the game when I first played. That's how I kind of choose to digest the game. Alright. I just wanted to record a little outro. But basically, yeah, that's Unfamiliar. I'm very excited to see the future of it. And I hope the developer continues to update the game in light of the massive amount of players that it's been getting. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to the developer for making me a tester. I haven't, and the test version isn't very different from the main game, but he said he's going to work on that soon. So I'm very excited to see what's on the test version. Except for that, please check out the game. If the video interested you, I recommend you check out the game. It is an insanely fun game, and it's really gonna go somewhere. I believe in it. So yeah, if you like liminal spaces or just liminal games in general, make sure to check out Familiar. Aside from that, thank you. You don't really, I'm not gonna do the subscribe, like, I don't really care. I already have like 400 subscribers. I'm pretty much set. Just leave a comment if you agree with anything I say, if you want me to suggest more things, or if you have your own suggestions. Except for that, thank you for watching. Like I said earlier, this is my first type of video like this. I don't even know if I'm gonna add this. Yeah. I'm gonna say thank you. And I'll see you in another video. Bye!